Hey everyone, happy Tuesday, coming to you live to talk all about carnitas. It is Tuesday, it's kind of like Taco Tuesday, right? But it's not. We're going to put a fun little twist on it and make carnitas. So if you watched earlier, the carnitas has been slow cooking for a couple hours, but I had a really big piece. So I don't think it's quite ready for shredding it. I think it probably needs another hour and then we can go ahead and shred it. So if you haven't seen it this morning, it was very, very simple. All you do is you take a pork shoulder and you put it in your slow cooker, your pressure cooker, whatever slow cooker mechanism you have. And you mix our carnitas seasoning right here with just a little bit of water, okay? About a third of a cup of water to 2 tablespoons. And all you do is throw it in your crock pot, your quick cooker, your rock crock that we have right here, any slow cooker version that you have, right? And then within a couple hours, depending on the size, like I said, I have a pretty big chunk in here right now. It's gonna take at least 4 to 8 hours, depending on your thing. So it's cooking in here. You can kind of see it steaming. It's nice and warm, but I think it needs like another at least hour to really completely tenderize and fall apart. But if it was ready, what we would be doing right now is show you guys our quick shreds. So the quick shreds, they're super cool. They're magnetic. They magnetize together and they're great to shred apart. They're like these claws, right? They're great to shred apart those tough pieces of meat like pork, or even if you're doing chicken or you're doing like a big brisket, you can use these and you can go in there and shred your meat nicely, okay? So it falls apart, and they're actually 2 different sizes, so they go inside of each other and one stabs and the other one pulls, and vice versa. But what's really cool is they're magnetic, so you're never going to lose them or they're never going to fall apart. So that's what we will be using in a little bit when the pork shoulder is ready. But in the meantime, we're going to prep our fixings and everything else that goes along with it. So one of the things that you should always add to carnitas is a little bit of lime juice. So any lemon or any lime, where's my knife? There it is. Any lemon or any lime is going to bring out the flavor in your meat, okay? So anytime you do that, lemon, if you've ever done that, put lemon over some nice grilled meat. It just brings out those extra flavors. So here we go. We're going to use our citrus press right here, and we're going to add some lime juice to our carnitas, all right? So when you use our citrus press, most people think the citrus goes in this way because that's just the way it's shaped, right? But actually it goes the other way around. So actually it goes upside down technically. So all the juices go down, otherwise they would all go in your face, and that's not going to be good. Okay, so tell me what you guys are cooking today for Taco Tuesday, or what's happening at your house and what's cooking in your kitchen. So you can see there's a little bit of lime juice comes out super, super easy, and it just brings out a little bit of like zing, just pop, makes the flavors pop. So we'll do the other one too. And you get a lot more out than trying to squeeze it with your hands, right? So here you go. See, all the juices come out. It's very sturdy. I've had this one for, I don't know how many years, for a long, long time. All right. And what you can also do, here's a little bonus tip. Here's what you can do with kind of like the leftover lime. You can put it in your water, in your infusion water bottle, and you can infuse your water with it as well. Or you can freeze them and then throw them in your lemonade or anything this summer. So you don't necessarily just have to throw it away. Okay, so we got that added. And then the other thing that I love to add, where are my garlic lovers, right? I love to add garlic to anything. The Italian in me can add garlic to whatever, right? So some of our most popular garlic tools, number one, if you don't have it yet, is our garlic press, right? How many of you guys have this? This is so old. I think this is the one that came in my starter kit 10 years ago, and I still use it. And I actually have 2 because a lot of times one is in the dishwasher. And it doesn't matter if it looks a little dingy after a while. It's really, who cares? It works great. So anyways, it's very sturdy. I don't think I've ever gotten a request that one of these broke to get replaced. So garlic is great that way. And maybe, I don't know if you guys know, but maybe you can tell me what the difference is between pressing garlic and slicing garlic very thinly, right? So if we wanted to slice it thinly, we would go ahead and peel it. So you could use our garlic peeler for that. It's basically just like a little hole, and you put your garlic clove in here, and you slide it back and forth and it peels. So here we go. I'll show it to you guys. You do not have to peel your garlic for the garlic press, but I'm just showing it to you guys just for fun because I haven't showed it in a long time. So you take your garlic, okay, and you can roll back and forth on a cutting mat, or you hear the like, did you hear that? Whoops, and poof, your garlic is peeled. It's like magic, voila. And then the skin just kind of remains in here, rinse through. See, you can kind of see it in there, maybe. I don't know if you can see, but it just sticks in there, and then you just wash it out. So this is how you get super quick garlic peeled, okay? And if you wanted to slice it, so when you slice garlic very thinly, let's say you want to top your steak with it, put it in some pizza sauce, it's a lot less strong or potent than pressed garlic. When you press garlic, it releases all the juices and you get the whole shebang, all right? But when you slice it, you get kind of like a little hint. So here you go. You can see garlic comes out super juicy and nice, right? And you don't have to do much work. But again, you didn't need to peel it. So I'll show you one without the peel or with the peel. Just keep the peel on, right? Put it in here, and the peel will just remain in there. So you don't ever have to touch your garlic if you don't want to, so you don't smell, all right? And it actually does come with a little cleaning tool. I just never know where it is, so I just use a knife and call it a day. All right, so now we kind of spiced up our carnita, so we're gonna let that continue to do its thing. The other thing I like to add or have on the side or to top my tacos with, is some onions. Anybody else? I like hate raw onions, but I love caramelized onions. It's like my favorite thing when they turn a little sweet, right? Yes, give me some hearts and some likes. I love when those pop on. So actually, before we do the onion, because I'm sure I'm going to cry when that happens, we're going to let the onion sit for a minute. But another thing I love to show you guys is our can opener, and add some black beans to this, either on the side, and people can top their carnitas with it, or you can mix it in. Totally up to you. So who's got the good old Paper Chef can opener? So the beauty about the can opener is it actually cuts around the edges, so it's not sharp, okay? So here's how it goes. It's pretty simple. But a lot of times people are used to their can opener doing this. So when they get this, they're like, what? How does this work? I can't figure it out. All you do is you just kind of like stick it to the top, and then you spin it until it kind of grabs it. All right, go all the way around. Go all the way around, and then you kind of hear a little pop that it's like, oh, we got all the way around. Go backwards, and then you're going to use these little teethies right here to take the can off. All right, so you just pull, voila, can is done. And like I said, it's not sharp, so you're not going to cut yourself. It's almost like a lid that fits right back on it. All right, so those of you guys that do like those crafty projects and use cans and need to close them and all that, you could use that can opener. Another great thing that I love, especially for beans, because they're a pain in the butt to like rinse and drain, is this measuring cup right here. I think this one is totally underrated because I use it all the time. If you have a double sink like I do, it fits right in between, and you just pour your beans in here, and then you can rinse it off, and it measures at the same time. So it works great for berries too, or sometimes you might not want to get out that big colander, so you can use this little measuring cup for that. So I'll go ahead and do that here after this live. All right, last thing I'm going to show you guys is our Veggie Spiralizer. I know I just showed it a couple weeks ago, but maybe you missed it because I love, love, love it for onions, all right? I know most people don't think about spiralizing onions, but watch till you see. It's like my favorite thing to do. But yes, you can use it for your normal zoodles, right? Last week or a couple weeks ago when I did the live, I used it for butternut squash. I showed you guys potatoes. I showed you cucumbers. I showed you zucchini. I showed you apples. So you can do all kinds of things with it. And this is kind of like the big daddy of spiralizers, right? So it does have a blade that you can insert that we will not need right now for the onion because it has a big blade in here that does the normal spirals. And then this one will do like your fettuccine type spirals, all right? So all you do, it's like the simplest thing. All right, take your onion, already peeled, stick it in here, kind of press down because it's got these little spikes, and then you're just gonna spin, and you're gonna see, here we go, you're gonna see how they come out. They're like these beautiful onion straws. You can deep fry them, you can batter them, you can saute them, you can put them in a salad. I'm just gonna saute them right here You notice? No handle in our 10-inch. The handles are removable, and half the time I don't use them. I just use them without it. And therefore, they can also go in your oven. So you can see you get these beautiful onion straws. All right. So I will show you guys the shredders in a minute, in a little while, probably like an hour when I start shredding this pork right here. But I'm going to prepare all the sides. And the last thing, of course, is we need some tacos. So the last thing we're going to also use is our tortilla warmer. I almost said maker. But our tortilla warmer, all you do is you put your taco shells in here, your tortilla shells, put them in the microwave for like a minute and a half, and they heat up nice and beautiful, and they stay warm on your dinner table as well, so you don't have to keep running and heating them up. And they also work great for frozen pancakes, anything that you just want to quickly heat up in the microwave that doesn't make a big mess, right? So anyway, so thanks for joining me for Tuesday Live. Let me know if you have any questions, drop them below, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Ciao for now.